Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Let's Play Rimworld Modded. So, last episode was kind of crazy. We got attacked by two groups of manhunters and then very shortly thereafter we got attacked by an infestation. So hopefully the game gives me just a little break this episode, but you never know. I'm hoping to actually rebuild our defenses a little and, well, primarily I really want to get a wall done. At least extend it a bit so that we can funnel enemies through a little better. Let me just check here how I want my wall to be built. Yeah, I'll get started right now actually, because I do have quite a bit of limestone. I believe that's what I'm using. Yeah, limestone. So let's just go here to here. I guess here to here. I mean, if I'm just implementing a wall that's already used, might as well. Here to here, because although this is quite a large area, oh hey, that's marsh. If I can utilize pre-built, areas, that makes my life a little easier. Admittedly, this makes it so that if we get sappers, that we're quite vulnerable from over here, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. Yeah, this is quite a massive area. Normally, I don't try to make a wall quite this big, but it's like, it takes less materials in the long run to utilize this wall and this wall than it does to have to make our own wall like this. At least, that's how I figure it. Yeah, all I really have to do that is do something like that to make this area a little better. Although, I just noticed there's a bunch of awesome stuff here, so I could probably snag some of that stuff up. Yeah, so then after this wall's done, we're pretty much... the only places we can get attacked from is here and right here. And we're pretty well defended by turrets in those two locations. So I think once we get that wall done, life will be much, much easier. So I'll just wait around for that to get done in the near future. Although we only have 4 colonists. Yeah, we haven't really been able to recruit anyone recently. Especially because we haven't been attacked by any humanoids in quite a while. We've really only been attacked by asshole animals that like to go crazy on us. Otherwise, we haven't had much luck. And on that note, one thing I was thinking is to at least try to minimize the risk of another one of those attacks. I'll seal this up just a little. One thing someone actually recommended, I believe in my last Let's Play, is they mentioned that if you fill every square foot with some form of item, so if you fill every square foot with light bulbs and chairs and tables, then it's impossible for an infestation to spawn. But that's the type of thing that I think is a little overkill. If you're doing that much when it comes to the design of a base just to try to minimize the chances of infestation, that's a little crazy. And although infestations are really annoying as hell, I don't think they're quite that bad that you should fill every square inch that you have under a mountain with some form of item. That's a little too far, in my opinion. It's going a little crazy, a little off the deep end. It's going a little off the deep end if you're going that crazy over infestations. But maybe that's just me. Also, that's a really ridiculous looking wall. I don't know why I have it like that. It's just because I didn't like the marsh, more or less. Actually, this whole segment here is completely worthless. I could just put one piece of wall here, but I don't care enough to do anything about that. Oh, hey, a chunk of spacecraft. I could use that. I think there was one up here, but yeah, we deconstructed that a long time ago. Oh yes, and also, yeah, let me redo this. I think I will have 2 people, though, that are more focused on cleaning and 2 people that are more focused on hauling, because at least it'll let our base stay a little neat. I mean, anytime we get a huge, raid like Manhunters, I don't really have any choice but to force a cleaning day, because you can't really prepare for having blood strewn across your entire colony. But for the most part, having people that are a little bit more likely to clean might help our colonists be a little happier in the long run. So how much limestone have we used? Not too much. Actually, I didn't even really bother to count how much I was using in this. Yeah, not slate. Did I use slate at all? I hope I didn't use slate at all. Now I think I just used limestone. Oh yeah, I just switched to slate for that interior area. Yeah, that's only 210, and we've still got 300 left. So actually, I think we'll have enough to finish this whole wall. So that'll be cool. And I never noticed these guys are named the account. They're from the accountant's borough. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently that was so funny I had to go into a coughing fit. That's a humorous name. I'm surprised they even have weapons, what with being accountants and all. Somehow I feel like, I don't know, an occupation like an accountant probably... I feel like people that tend to be accountants probably aren't exactly into collecting weapons and whatnot. So, maybe that's why they decide to sell us some. Let's see what they've got. And actually, we've got a lot of stuff to sell too. Yeah, a lot of random clothing. It's actually, I think it's been quite a while since we've gotten any sort of visitors, so I'm happy to see some. I think we have, do we have weapons? What? Oh yes, we have, yeah, we have some feral stuff we can sell for a little chunk of change. Oh, we do have a plasteel knife. I just don't have any clue where it is. Although, like I said, I don't really want to get into stuff like I don't want to get into meleeing until I have stuff like go juice produced, because that'll make a big difference. Huh, survival knife. That's interesting. I guess it's, yeah, I think it's a weapon that's added for those Federation people. Ooh, wow, spike rifles. I'm really hoping we can get a Federation attack soon, because the Federation would be... I really want to get some cool weapons from them, not these shitty feral weapons we've got lately. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything I am willing to sell. Yeah, they really don't have anything I want at all. So, au revoir. Cold snap. Oh, it's funny. I was literally just about to say, wow, it was a really warm winter. We can probably start planting crops soon. Although now we've got a damn cold snap. Then I don't think that's something that we can do anymore. Also, you might notice my voice keeps getting hoarse, and it's annoying as hell because it's the type of, I don't know, it's not like hoarseness as in my voice, like my throat actually hurts. It's like phlegm is like purposely making its way from my lungs and trying to make me sound like my throat sounds terrible. And that's just a little annoying. Oh yes, I forgot we've got components going on in here. And apparently there's even more. Awesome. And the only reason I'm mining this out is for future battery storage. There's no real use for that. I just felt like doing it. Oh yeah, and we can get rid of that now that we don't have asshole insects attacking us anymore. Ooh, almost got the wall done. At least they've hauled most of the limestone, but they haven't quite done much of the constructing thing. And someone decided to go berserk. So I'm just going to pause while I get this over with, because I'm sure I'll forget to do something like this if I don't have... Actually, I'm going to just cancel this. I can do this later, but I'm not hard up enough. I don't think I'm hard up enough for components that I want to make a hole in our wall, because I'll probably forget that hole exists, and yeah, I can just mine out from there. We've got quite a few components that are visible anyways, so I'm not going to worry about it. So, Braun, where are you? You're in the center of camp. Well, that's good, because everyone else is not in the center. Oh, shit. That's not good. That's not good at all. Because he went crazy next to our visitors, I've never really had that happen before, I just realized. I've never really had a colonist go crazy right next to visitors. But it appears that they're automatically starting to shoot him. Fortunately, they're terrible shots. Okay, good. I think he got through without getting shot, although I think Darth Kitten got shot, didn't he? Did his thumb get shot off? I'd hope not, but I think his thumb might have gotten shot off from those assholes. How rude of them. And for some reason, my mouse has just decided to take a crap on me because it's starting to have, like, that weird, like, jaggedness, you know what I mean? Like, do you ever have a mouse that, like, the battery's dying and it, like, you can tell it just isn't working quite well? And my battery on this mouse is fine because it's a brand new mouse and it actually, like, tells you the battery charge that's left. Okay, now it's good. I just had to turn it off. At least I hope it's good. Okay, anyways, enough about random crap. Also, it's really cold. It's warm inside still, but everywhere else is very cold. Yeah, Braun's actually getting hypothermia, although I think as long as he's resting in bed, he should be fine. No, rest. I want to get your assholeness down as well. Almost done with the withdrawal. Oh, never mind. Darth Kitten's the one who has it. Oh. Can you just... What are you doing? Well, I mean, if you're going to eat, you might as well. I'm just gonna let you stay in here for a little bit. Oh, never mind. My mouse is going crazy again. It's annoying as hell. Like, I don't know if you can see it on the recording, but I can just feel it. It's like playing a game at 30 FPS. Actually, how about I talk about that? That's an argument a lot of, like, console gamers always say is like, oh, you can't see the difference against FPS. And then I know it's also spawned, like, some meme where people always, like, say in a video game, like, oh, the human eye can't see past 24 frames per second. But I have to say, now that I'm pretty much primarily a console game or a PC gamer, there's a really big difference between 60 and 30 FPS. I mean, it's not that big visually, so if you just see videos, you don't see it that much. But when you're playing a game, especially if you're playing a game with the mouse, it's just a very, very obvious difference. Like, it's very easy to feel. Like, I know some people like to, I don't know, let me put it this way. If you say there's no, like, visual or physical difference between 30 and 60 FPS, you're just delusional. At least most people watching this video are probably PC gamers, so I don't think I'll have many people that'll try to refute that fact, because it really is a fact. I don't know, I just can't do it. Like, there are a couple games for the PC that are, you know, they're ported from the console, or they're games that were primarily developed for the console, and then when the game was put over on PC, the developers didn't bother, like, actually making it work. So there's some games that are actually locked at 30 FPS. Like, I think one game is Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and I tried playing that, like, a couple months ago just because I wanted to see it in glorious 1080p. And holy shit, is it, like, terrible feeling when you're playing that at 30 FPS with a mouse. Like, it doesn't feel quite as bad with a controller, but I can still really feel the difference on a controller and see the difference. I don't know. I know people say that it's not that obvious of a difference, but I don't know what they're smoking, because I really feel and see the difference whenever I'm playing a game. Awesome, our wall is done. That's great. Yeah, so I don't know what people are smoking that claim there's no difference whatsoever. I guess that just shows how far, you know, blind belief in something can make people delude, like, their actual perception of events. You know what I mean? Like, how believing in something hard enough can physically cause how you perceive things to be altered. I guess that's just evidence of how that works, because, like, seriously, there's a big, like, I can usually see the difference visually if I see a side-by-side comparison, or even if I just see a game at 30 FPS, you can usually tell. But you can really feel the difference. Like, even if you can't see it, if you can't feel it, then holy shit, what are you smoking? Okay, one thing I'm going to do here as well, and I've done this before, I could do it a little smarter, though, now that I think about it. One thing I sometimes do, well, I shouldn't say sometimes, but oftentimes do, is I make a stockpile, like, for example, right here, and then I do clear all, critical, and then Where is it? Raw resources, I believe. Stone blocks. Limestone. So I force people to always have limestone here, and then I deconstruct the wall. So then when I'm trying to grab something from over here, I don't have to go all the fucking way around the map. I can just go through the hole in the wall. And then anytime there's a raid, you can usually prioritize someone to repair the wall pretty quickly. Yeah, see, look at how much easier that made life. Now idiots like Braun don't have to go halfway across the map just to grab a single piece of steel. Yeah, like, this is the thing I was trying to avoid with the whole schedule thing, is it's annoying as hell when people walk this far and they deconstruct one freaking tile just to walk all the way back. It's like, what the hell? And now, okay, just haul that. Thank you. Like, look at how much easier that made life. Like, my colonists could have spent 10 times long going back and forth like I'm sure they would have if I wouldn't have physically made Braun do that. And that's always annoying as hell. Okay, so anyways, after all those events from the last episode, I really didn't focus on constructing production things. So now that that's all done with, let's get some construction done. Although we do not have components, and apparently you need 8 whole components for a drug lab. I don't even think I've ever made a drug lab before, now that I actually think about it. Although now that I think about it, also, I'm gonna build a couple construction tables now that I'm doing this. I think 2 sculptor's tables should be good, and I'll make one of these for now. And I'm just gonna end up turning this off like right away. Or actually, I'll make 2 of them. Actually, no, that's 6 components, so I won't spend that many that quickly. Also, I don't know why, but it annoys me that Darth Kitten is over here. Like, I know he's been like this for a while, but I'm just gonna set owner to Darth Kitten. Because it annoys the hell out of me that they're not in a nice parallel line here. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, that's been just sitting there. I can move that somewhere, you know. Actually, I can just do reinstall at. I don't think I can really build anything else joy related right now. I guess I could build a chess table. Where would I build that though? I guess outside works. Oh, my mouse is going crazy again. This is one of those problems that I can guarantee if I just restart my computer, it'll fix it. One thing I've noticed, I don't know, maybe it's just me and I'm crazy, but I feel like even though I've built a computer, so I've got like a little bit of knowledge of how to, you know, basic software and hardware when it comes to computers, it does seem like there's like little gremlins that just get in your computer and cause it to act abnormally every once in a while, because I've noticed anytime my computer decides to start acting like crazy, system reboot is all that you need to fix it. And that's, I don't know, it's so funny how something as complex as a computer, it just seems like shutting it off and turning it back on is usually the solution. You know, like, that's happened to me too with mice problems. I don't know why that happens. Like, sometimes your computer just seems to not know what to do. I don't know. I don't even know. I guess that's why the first step in, like, every single like, what, customer service for any sort of technology is always, did you try turning it off and back on again? I guess that's after they ask if it's plugged in, though. But yeah, that's, I suppose that's why it's one of the first things people ask. Oh yeah, and Braun, you can have a rifle. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't give you a rifle, because I just noticed you're literally on the brink of a mental breakdown. Well, okay. Yeah, see, that's the problem with this stupid scheduling crap. You know what, I'll just do anything. It doesn't seem like this really made them any more intelligent when it came to hauling stuff, so I'm just gonna do that. And now Braun, try to do something to not go crazy. Oh yeah, and apparently we have a pet gazelle now. Do we have more? Oh yeah, we have a cougar still. I just noticed that. We have a freaking cougar. I guess I'll give them a bed. A cougar is a kind of neat pet, I suppose. Yeah, I guess the one thing, too, that's good about the temperate forest is that at least animals like cougars are able to hunt, and hopefully it won't just try eating all my food stocks. Okay, where the hell is it? Animal sleeping spot. I'll just make a couple of these, like, right here. Because why not? Yeah, I guess someone can heal up that cougar, too. Yeah, what is wrong with the cougar, anyways? Oh, an ibex decided to try trampling it. That's pleasant, I suppose. Okay. Vibes, I'm just going to force you to heal our cougar here. Because why not? Totally joy deprived. My god. Oh, only 6% away from being cured from withdrawal. Or I guess not cured, but cured from addiction. Ah. Although I feel like something like addiction, like a lot of people treat addiction like it's just a disease, but I feel like when it comes to different people's brains, addiction is a kind of complex thing, and you can't just say, I don't know, like maybe it's just me. I feel like certain people, though, obviously just have, like, more addictive personalities. I don't know. If I learned anything in, like, psychology courses I've taken, like, college psychology courses, is that the brain is a really complex thing, and even though a lot of people, like, a lot of psychologists sort of like to act like they know what's going on, but really, a lot of times we don't really know the underlying causes for much of anything that our brain does. It's just kind of, I don't know. Like, we can figure out correlations, but, like, that's the thing is, I don't know. That's a saying I remember one of my professors told me, like, the very first day, is that correlation need not imply causation, and that's some famous guy quote, I don't know. But, like, I think in a lot of, like, regular sciences, you can usually, like, fairly safely assume that a certain correlation does mean causation just because it's pretty obvious in certain cases, but when it comes to psychology, you really can't figure out what caused what half the time. At least when it comes to complex brain matters. Like, there's certain things that it's pretty obvious. Oh, wait, why am I making a wall? What the hell? I just realized I'm doing... what the hell? I'm making a slate wall. Why did I do that? I swear I selected sandbags. I guess I'm just crazy. I guess I never unselected sandbags after making those corner walls. What the hell? That's weird. Okay. I think I'll make this one more deep as well. Actually, let me just see how far are these turrets. So a turret from here, I guess this will be fine, because if a turret right here, although I guess making it deeper would also cause, yeah, I guess I will make it one deeper now that I really think about it. And yes, I realize we have a raid. I just want to get this done first. It always annoys me when raids happen, like, right in the middle of me doing the design of some blueprint or whatever. Because then I always forget what I'm doing once I try resuming it. And more oh, my god. More ferals. It seems like when I say the letter R, it causes my throat to have an innate reaction of wanting to puke, so that's wonderful. Okay, let's put this into practice right here. And actually, I'm going to end the episode here. Yeah, I just realized how long this one has been, so thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.